Okay, so I'm going to show you why I'm slightly annoyed with Aviom a lot of times. Aviom personal mixers, if you're familiar with them. This is the AN16, AN16-2 rather, and these, you know, they were one of the first systems on the market to do this sort of thing where you can do personal monitoring mixing and mix everything yourself, and initially they were well, I mean, they were the first on the scene doing this, so there wasn't any competition. But there's several things that I have found in using them for several years now that kind of rub me the wrong way. I just don't like the build quality of them. I don't think they're put together that well. I think that it seems like these jacks back here are prone to failing quite often, as well as the headphone output. The headphone amplifier doesn't seem to put out a good, clean, strong signal like some of the other units on the market these days. But back to this is just the I guess 16.2 would be the second version of the original design, and because our players are so used to using the Avioms, and they're rather than trying to go to a completely new system when we were ready to upgrade, we thought, well, we'd heard good things about the Aviom 360, and we thought, well, maybe we'll give it a shot and see how it goes. And I've opened up 3 of them now. I bought 10. I bought 10 Aviom 360s. I've opened up 3 of them, and there's just already some quality control things that I'm seeing that I'm just not crazy about. And just so you just don't think I'm just being picky, I'll open one up. You can see that this is sealed from the factory. It's never been opened. Packaging is a little bit subpar, even worse than the original. The original box was a little bit bigger, and this is the first one. It's funny it happens on camera. This is the first one of the 3 that I've opened thus far that have actually been inside the styrofoam when I open them. So you can see how loose that styrofoam is, and it easily, you can see it's already coming out just by me touching it there. The others that I've opened so far, let me just open another one. The other ones that I've opened so far have not been, and you can see again, this is a sealed package from the factory. Let's see if this one's any different. Just curious here. So you can see that I'm trying not to. Here we go. You can see that on this one, the styrofoam that's supposed to be holding it in place is sitting on top. This one's actually in place. The other ones I've opened so far, once one falls out, the other one falls out, and it looks like this. So I guess there is some protection for the buttons and stuff there, but it is free to rattle around in the box. And since I have this one open, let's see how the quality is on it. Let's see how it's put together. Let me show you the one well, let's just get this one out since I've got it here. Okay. The jacks on the back, this one's better than the other one. Well, there you go. This jack, the nut that's supposed to secure the headphone jack, is loose. I can move it with my finger. I can move the nut with my finger. You can see the USB jack. Well, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see that. You see how it's silver at the top and not at the bottom? It's actually not lining up with the case. The case is not lining up with the chip inside, or where the USB port would be inside. So you'd have to wiggle it to get it in there, or pry it up to get it in there. The first one I opened was even worse, and on the first one, this nut wasn't even snug. Neither was this one on the 1/8 inch jack. Which wasn't even close. You can see that they did attempt to fix the Cat 5 jacks. You can see that they're more robust now. They have the XLR sleeve connector to hold it in place. There's no daisy chain out on them anymore because you're supposed to run these directly to a distro. So I don't know, we'll see how these hold up over time, but that's just kind of one of my little beefs that I've seen so far with the Avioms. Even with the brand new ones, I'm just a little frustrated. Let me open up another one just out of curiosity. You know, what are the odds of it being right or wrong in the box? So I've opened 1, 2, 3. I've opened 5 now. This would be 6. Okay. You can see it's not in there well. It's just laying in the box. The styrofoam's not doing anything really. Pulling it out of the plastic. This again, this nut. Actually, this one's snug. The 1/8 inch jack is not snug. The nut that holds on the 1/8 inch jack, I can move it with my finger. And again, you see how the USB jack, you can see the silver at the top. You can see that's part of it. And if I tilt it way down, you can start to see. Okay, well there's where your USB is supposed to fit, but it doesn't line up with the housing. And on this one, it's not too bad. This is where your ambient mic is. The light's not very good right here. See that little hole on the top of the unit? That's where your ambient mic is. And this is more or less just a decal sticker that they put on here to tell you what the buttons do. This top piece. And on several of them so far, the little tiny microphone that's supposed to be receiving your ambience from the room so that you can mix that in on 2 of the 6, and this one's partially occluded. On 2 of the 6 so far, it's been mostly occluded from the sticker not being lined up properly on the microphone. So you'd have to trim around that plastic in order for the microphone to, not that you won't still be able to use it, but I mean, it's just attention to detail and quality control that's a little bit frustrating. When you buy something brand new, this is upwards of $700 or so, depending on where you get it. You really expect these things to be nailed down. You don't want to open something up out of the box brand new and have these kind of problems. And you know, it may be just little surface detail stuff that doesn't really matter down the road. They may hold up much better than in the past, but you know, time will only tell on that. But even still, there's some mild frustration. This one's scratched up a little bit. This was the one that I just pulled out of the box that had that was not in there correctly. It's got a scratch on the face right here just from it being loose and bouncing around in the box. So mild frustration. Quality control, Aviom, please get on top of this stuff. Because you've got customers that have been with you for years. I'm one of them. That are, you know, a little frustrated at seeing this quality control issues. So it is what it is. I don't want to necessarily deter anybody from going with the Aviom, but just know that could be a factor. You know, they don't appear to be, in my experience, put together quite as well as some of the other units on the market. Of course, there are some worse and there are some better. So anyway, that's just my little rant. I appreciate anybody that's interested checking it out, but here we are. All right, thank you.